Have you ever eaten so many Jolly Ranchers that your tongue hurts like you burned it on pizza? Because that's kind of what's going on now with these sour ones. My taste buds feel like they're gonna explode, and it really hurts. I can't stop chewing on them. Don't sucking on them. But they're so sour. I really gotta stop. I don't know. It's, you know, they're there, you gotta eat them. Somebody left me locked in the car, and it's really, really hot in here. And I want out because I'm starting to glow. Let me out. I need to take this thing to the car wash. It is so gross. It's disgusting. Okay. Oh my God. Oh, a minute. Okay, compressing my body to get in here made me burp a little. Sorry, guys. Okay. Oh, it's... Oh my God. Running late. 7:25. I try and leave by 7:15 these days. Because I now need an hour and 15 minutes to get to work. For my 9-mile drive. Alright, I'm going to just give you guys a little information about me. Don't believe a word I say. I said that the book was next, but I did not end up getting time to work on my canvas last night to get the visual, which means it's going to be 2 days before I can put that together, because it's 1 day to read, 1 day to stick. And I didn't get time to stick because I was behind on my comment. Anyway, so we're going to throw this in. We're going to throw in a traffic report. Today is Thursday, September 6th. I had to check the calendar on the phone. And I'm Captain Distracto right now. Hold on. Give me a moment. Okay, enough with the wipers. Well, I gotta get rid of the fog on my back window too. First of all, I would like to thank everybody, lots and lots of people, because I hadn't been very active in comments and I hadn't posted anything. And I know in one of my recent videos I had thanked other people for checking on me and that I had a depressive episode recently, and I so appreciate everybody who checks on me. It really makes me feel like I'm cared for. I, however, don't want y'all thinking that you got to keep me on suicide watch. I'm okay. So, but yes, I do appreciate everybody who checks on me. It really makes me feel all, you know, warm and fuzzy, and I really do appreciate that. And but I'm good. I've just been really busy because I recorded 4 hours of footage a week ago Monday, so like 10 days ago, and it took me all this time to break that all down into individual videos. And the map one, actually, I've discovered those take the longest to edit because there's so many silences in there while I'm clicking away on the computer trying to find information, and I know you guys are probably just painting or drilling or sticking along with me and not really wanting like 4 minutes of dead silence listening to me. Well, not dead silence. Listening to me click my mouse and swear at myself. So that is why those take me so long, is there's so much editing. That the end result, I believe, on the map was about an hour and a half long. And then if you hear me at the end of it, I say that it's almost 6 o'clock or something like that. And I think I started at 3:15. So it was really 2.5 hours that I edited an hour's worth of silence out of. So you can see those take a long time because there are like multiple edits in between each pinning of me just losing my shit, basically. So that's why you guys haven't seen much of me. And you know, it was kind of like we launched the whole decal, the diamond paint along, and I was, you know, kind of hot and heavy in the social media during that, and then I got to editing and I kind of disappeared off the face of the earth a little bit. But I'm back. I'm all caught up again, and making this one to have something for you guys, hopefully either right away today when I get off work. I'll put in the beginning and end, or maybe this will go up Friday. We'll see. And then next is going to be Lori's book. I've been like going through withdrawals because I carry it back and forth with me every day to work. So I've got it right there, and I'm tempted to just read it to, you know, but no, I don't want a spoiler for myself. But it probably wouldn't be bad because then I would be able to read it more smoothly. Anyway, also, went through comments this morning while I was getting ready from the map video, episode 2, and got some additional information on some people. I was missing stuff. I don't have it in front of me. I'll try and put it in. I'll try and put it in at the end of this. I'll try. But like, for example, Michelle, her town, she said that I pronounced it correctly, but then she said it's cans or cans, and I know I wasn't saying that. Now I think of the Cannes Film Festival. Is that the same thing, Michelle? Is the film festival? Because I'm kind of, you know, not exactly the most cultured person. So I'm wondering if that's that or if that's somewhere else. Because I always thought that was in Europe. But I could be wrong. It could be down there where you are. Cons. And then Lynn gave me more information about her. I know she added in like more about her family and stuff, but off the top of my head I can't remember the exact information. Gosh, I wish I had a second phone so I could pull that up and look at it while I'm recording. Wouldn't that be nice? And then let's see here. Diamond Painting with Orchid, Heidi, she's going to email me more information so that I can include that. But Heidi just hit 100 subscribers, and I know a few of you are subscribed to her channel. So congratulations, Heidi. very excited for you, and I broke broke out of my comfort zone, and I watched your videos out of order because I'm only caught up to about a month ago, and I knew you hit 100 subscribers because I was number 100. And I really wanted to see your reaction when you posted the next video after hitting 100, so I watched yours out of order, and congratulations. As far as it goes for your drawing though, Heidi, you are correct in that you asked everybody to put a comment in with the word yes, and I commented, but I did not include the word yes. So I answered you on the comments for my map video, and I put another comment on your channel. I think, maybe not, but I'm not sure if you'll catch the comments because I know they get buried. So I just wanted to let you know that I would love to have the pen, and from the comments, I believe you make those. I haven't seen the videos where you make them, but it sounds like you make those, which would make it even more special to have it. But I don't want to take away from anybody else winning. So I'll leave it up to you if you want to include me in that drawing. I mean, I would absolutely love to have it, but I just feel like, I don't know if it's not fair, but I just feel weird being a channel myself and winning a prize from another channel. That's just me. There's probably nothing wrong with it, but I'm going to leave it up to you if you want to put me in it. I would just rather somebody else win. Anyway, that's that on that. Okay. Let's see. What else? Oh, Red is the Valerie who found the tacky stuff at the dollar store, and the Jot, I can't remember what the second word, Jot something, blue and black package. She said yes, it was her, but the stuff leaves residue all over the drills. So I guess given that, I suppose a toothbrush would clean it off, but I'm thinking to save the couple bucks to buy the discount generic brand from the dollar store, I personally don't run out and go get it if it's leaving shit all over your drills, because nobody, girl's best friend is not a shitty diamond. So, and I know my windshield's all fogged up, but you shouldn't be watching anyway. Hey, look, it automatically blurs out the license plates for me. That's awesome. Okay. What else? Let's see. Yes, and I hit 800 subscribers. That is awesome. That snuck up on me. Last time, you know, I was paying any kind of attention to it was when I was going through my little weirdness, creating that competition in my head against Brandy, which I'm completely over now. I got past it, but that's when I was last like hyper focused on watching my subscriber count, and it was like hovering like gain 1, lose 2, gain 3, lose 1, and I was kind of just maintaining ground and not really progressing past, you know, the low 700s, and then I got past my little insecurity there. And I think the announcement of the paint along, my God, I shot up like crazy. And I know I've seen Gwen has also shot up, and I know Brandy's grown too, but she's kind of always grown steadily. So I think it's been mutually beneficial to the three of us. I know I've seen comments in the Facebook group for Diamond Painting Underground, people saying, like there was one just last night I read, it was one of Gwen's subscribers saying that she already had subscribed to Gwen and Brandy, so I didn't recognize her, so I think, you know, that's somebody who might not have seen my channel before. And I know my channel's not for everybody. I'm kind of out there a little bit. So, you know, I don't expect that I'm gonna have as broad of an appeal as Gwen and Brandy, because they are they're normal. they're normal girls. I'm a little abnormal, but you know, I've got my own little niche, and those of you who enjoy it, you know, you guys are all a little off too. So I'm guessing either that, or you just, you know, you're the ones who not only slow down at a car wreck, but you might pull over and get out too and take a good look around, because that's who's watching my channel. But I love you guys. I mean, I wouldn't have it any other way. I know I'm a car wreck, so, and I wasn't really paying attention to when it was my turn, so I'm just gonna be all ballsy and go. Hurry up and get in the next line. Okay, so that is all said. And hey, Jan, if anybody was gonna count how many times I said so, it was you. But I also think you rewound and you cheated. I'm just saying. Maybe not. I actually tried to do it, because when I said that, you know, then I got to edit, and when I edit, I'm watching the thing like 4 or 5 times, you know, like a minute or two at a time, take a chunk out, a minute or two at a time, take a chunk out, watch that 5 minutes again, take something else out. So I watch it over and over and over and over again, and then when I finally get it all together, I try and watch it once through, make sure it's good, and then I'll tack on whatever end clip and the logo, my name, the music, and post. So it's a long process. Well, when I said that in the video about count how many times I would say the word so when I was watching it the final time through, I thought, well, I'm going to try and do it. And I actually counted, I think there was 3 times I said so before I even caught myself and said, let's count how many times. And I believe I made it to about 5, and then I forgot that I was counting them and stopped counting. So it's like impossible for me to count how many times I say so and still pay attention to anything that is going on in the video. I can't multitask at all. Can't listen for long silences. I can't listen for bad splices. And I can't listen for counting how many times I say so all at the same time. It's just not happening. And I'm not going to watch that hour and a half, you know, another whole time all the way through just to count how many times I said so. That's why there's no prizes. But yeah, I believe you, Jan, that it's 89, but I was surprised. I would think it would be a lot more times than 89. Maybe if I hadn't cut anything out, because a lot of times I'll stop what I'm talking about. I'll say the word so. There'll be a pause. I'll click around on my computer, and then I'll start the next sentence with so. And I was editing a lot of that out, because otherwise when I splice, it'll be me saying so, over and over and over again. But thanks for keeping me in line, Jan. Maybe we'll have you keep a tally, and if I start to do more and less so's, like we could do like a chart, like a line chart to see my growth and decline of how many times I say so, and maybe we could match that up to my menstrual cycle, see if they're related. Oh gosh. What else? Oh, another reason why you guys haven't seen a lot of me just in the last few days. We had our Labor Day holiday on Monday, and at my company, we can volunteer for a holiday, and once you've worked 8 hours on a holiday, then you don't have to worry about being force placed on another holiday. So I signed up for Labor Day to ensure that I didn't get forced to work Thanksgiving or Christmas. So I only had Sunday off. And that's another reason why you didn't see or hear much of me, because I didn't have that second day off to get anything done. Which means then I'm trying to edit, you know, in the morning or at night after work, which is a lot less time than having an entire day off in order to do it. I'm hoping today, when I get off work, that it will not be raining. We have a named storm, tropical storm. I haven't watched the news, but we have a tropical storm in the area, which means they put binding restrictions on insurance, that you can't add coverage and stuff like that to, you know, cars and boats and all that, because storm coming. But I have not watched the news or the radar or the weather. I have no idea how big it is, where it is. I just know it's off the coast of Florida. And so anyway, we've been having some rather rainy weather, and it's been like a month since I've washed my car. It's disgusting on the inside, that's for sure, and I really want to get a car wash today. That might be something on the agenda. I stopped myself from saying that 2-letter word that starts with an S. And so that I'm hoping to do, which would give me an opportunity to do my little intros and outros. What's the correct term for an outro? Because outro, I don't think that's a real word. Exit clip? My introduction and sign off. I don't know. What is it called? Yeah, so I'm thinking that if I get that done while I'm at the car wash, then I could get this posted tonight. That would be awesome to get one on the same day. All the little components put together. And if I hit pause well enough during my drive here, I won't have to edit anything. It'll be one continuous. That would be a first. There was something I wanted to say, though, that I unpaused it. I don't remember now, but I've tried to recruit more of my coworkers to participate in the little intros, and one of the coworkers that was over talking to me on Monday, he was telling me that when he gets a really kind of snarky customer, he has a alter ego that he turns on. It's so funny. He was doing an impersonation of this alter ego he has. I believe her name is Becky, so he turns into a woman. And I was like, how do people not notice that you've gone from a man to a woman? But she's like a valley girl kind of thing who pops her gum into the phone constantly. And it's so funny. So I was trying to get him to do it for me. But then as soon as I grabbed the phone and wanted to, record him doing it in Snapchat, he got all shy and wouldn't do it. But we're going to try and get him to do his little Becky character for us that he uses on calls. I thought that was hilarious. We even asked if he ever got in trouble or anything about it, because they quality monitor our calls, they'll audit them. And he said no, because apparently, he remains professional. He doesn't do anything wrong. He isn't rude or anything. He just changes who he is. And he said that he's had those calls audited and been okay with it. I thought it was funny. I don't think he actually changes his name, reintroduces himself, because when we answer, we say our name. So I don't think he does anything like that. I think he just changes his voice and his mannerisms, which I think is hilarious. So, I guess they can't stop you from changing the way you talk. There's nothing, I don't know, it's funny. But I'm hoping I can get him to do that for us, because I was laughing. And Monday, was taking a different type of calls than I normally do, and I felt so out of my comfort zone doing that. Normally, I'm in customer retention, customer preservation. Basically, when somebody is wanting to cancel their policy for whatever reason, they come to me, and I do what I can to keep the policy going, whether they're moving from one state to another or whatever the reason. Get them set up with their new state, the new policy, or if it's a price issue, do what I can to get the price down, all that stuff. So that's my normal position, is saving policies or rewriting them. And when I signed up for the holiday, I was still in training, and at that time I was in training for sales, to sell policies in a different function than what I do now. Right now I work mostly with agency customers, and I was doing sales for direct people who either call us directly or they go online and they have questions about the quote that they're doing, which is a different system than what I'm using on a daily basis. So I was really out of my comfort zone on Monday, taking calls that were not my typical calls, because there's completely different set of rules and guidelines and scripting and verbiage that you have to read and all of that to stay in compliance. And so I was just like fumbling, trying to do things the right way on Monday, and I was so glad when that day was over, because that was not fun. I don't like being out of my comfort zone. When I read the book next, I'm going to be putting that audio to me, sticking my mermaid. I've been posting every so often. I'll post a picture on Facebook of my work in progress on that one, but that is the mermaid, and cruising along on it. And so when you're watching that with the book, if you watch that, if I don't put any kind of explanation, if I go right into the book, I'm working on the mermaid, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm liking the colors, all the kind of sea blues and greens and all that. It's a nice change to be working with those colors. And I am having some struggles with the gaps between the drills. I'm using a light pad and seeing those gaps. I just keep fussing with it, and I guess until I actually put one on the wall and step back and can like soothe my anxiety that unless you're right up there, it's okay if there's some gaps, but it's constantly pushing and shoving and moving things around and stuff. But yeah, I'm trying to get a little more relaxed about that, because if I keep doing that, I don't know how I'm ever going to get done. And I don't know how you do it, Brandy. I mean, that dragon that you sent, that thing, holy cow, your accuracy and stuff, I don't know. I mean, sometimes I'll sit there and dig through and try and find a drill that looks like it's a little bigger to try and fill that big hole and stuff, but I just don't know. I don't know why does it happen? And of course, when you shake your tray and you get all your diamonds facing up with the facets up, then you can't see if there's a divot underneath. You can kind of tell if it's, noticeably smaller than the rest, that the reason is because it's, shrunk in on itself and it's got that concave bottom. But I'm so touchy with my vision, with the correct reading glasses to be able to see it. I've got so many of these stupid readers to be able to see in enough magnification whether there's flaws on the diamonds, then that's too strong to be able to see to lay the drills. And if I got glasses to be able to lay the drills, then it's not enough to see the divots. And so I've got my own little method now where I have to put on my really strong readers to pick out all the crap out of my tray first, then, you know, get it all lined up and change glasses to put the drills down on the canvas. And then when the phone rings, I got to switch to my glasses for the computer monitor, and it's just a lot of switching. And then on top of it, I've got one earbud in because I'm listening to something, whether it's you know, editing or whatever, and then on the other ear is my headset for the telephone. So it's like this tangled mess of cords whenever the phone rings, trying to flip glasses around with the chain around my neck and the earbud and the headset, and then I'm bumping the microphone, and yeah, those calls are always like, thanks for calling, this is Wendy, you know, it's like, yeah. So it's kind of a mess. I'm kind of a disaster, but you know, makes for a good time. So I don't know how you get them so even and get them done. I mean, I could get them that even, but I'd only get one done like every 6 months, and I'd run out of drills every time. So I don't know, I just want to get them done and hung. I'm thinking that coming up soon there's going to be framing the purple peacock, because that one's done and hanging up in my closet waiting to be framed, and I have a frame for it. I believe I have a frame that'll work. So we'll do the book and then a framing, and then I'm waiting for my painting to arrive for the paint along. I posted a picture of it in the underground, and lots of positive reactions to that. And I know some of you have made a comment that you can't find it, and you're right, you can't right now. They are reworking that chart to improve it, and so it is off the shelves while they are recharting that, and they put a rush on the recharting to be able to get it to me in time, or as close to the start of the paint along as they can. So somebody had said that they had talked to Diamond Art Club and it was going to be available next month. I'm guessing that means October, so that's what I think is happening. I could be wrong, but I believe they've pulled it, they're recharting it, they're hurrying along the size that they're going to be sending out to me. And once they've got it improved, and then they'll put it back on the shelves and get me mine for the paint along. So it should be available, I'm guessing. If they're going to get it to me in time for the paint along, then I'm guessing it's going to be available to you guys very shortly after that. Now, whether or not it'll be in the 2-day shipping inventory, I don't know. But I guess the bottom line is you're not going to be too far behind me on being able to start that one if I understand what's happening correctly. I've been watching the posts in the underground to see what everybody's planning on doing, and there are so many cool paintings out there. However, I am not a Facebook guru, so somebody tell me this. When you go in there and you're watching the discussion feed in a group and it's all out of chronological order, is there any way around that to get it back in chronological order so that you can, you know, take over where you left off last looking and see what's new? Rather than, you know, I'll go through and, oh, I already, you know, commented on that one, and then I'll keep going, and then there's more new ones below that, and they're all out of order, and I'm digging around trying to find stuff. Or do you have to just rely on your notifications and keep clicking through those? Because I want to just scroll through and see what's new. I mean, how does it work? It's driving me crazy. And is there an easy way for me to take the pictures that people are putting up of what they're going to be entering and put them into the albums? Is there an easy way to do that? I mean, why can't you just, like, move it? instead of, the only thing I figured out is I have to actually save the photo to my device and then repost it back to the album. Well, that's kind of a pain, but anybody else who, if you see this and you're gonna, you know, share what you're gonna do or whatever, as far as, you know, showing us what you're gonna, if you could, if you know how, please add it to the corresponding photo album for that category, because that'll help us having to move stuff to get them all in there. And not that you have to do that, I mean, it's just helpful, but I think it would be kind of cool, you know, if you're going to be in, I think for all of us, just be able to go through the album for that category and see what all is out there rather than trying to dig through the feed. I just think it would be fun to have a kind of a comprehensive photo album of that category that we can all kind of peruse. Look, front row. Is it too narrow? No, it's okay. Front row seating. Woohoo! Get in here. Oh, it looks good. Yep, perfect. Okay, so we're here and it is 8:06, so I've got 24 minutes. That's perfect. So even though I left late, we're doing okay. All right, I will, I'm going to go in, I'm going to record a beginning and end of this sucker and try and get that produced and upload it once I have Wi-Fi tonight. And love you guys. If you haven't already done it, Diamond Painting Underground group on Facebook, join it and look for the, if you haven't heard about the Underground and the Diamond Paint Along, go back to my video, I believe it was 2 videos ago, watch that, and then check out Gwen and Brandy. They've got their announcement videos as well, because we want everybody to know about it and have the choice if you want to be in it and not find out about it later like, oh, I didn't know, I wish I would have done that. So check it out, and I'll talk to you guys all later. Bye-bye.
Is it wrong to, you know, promote your YouTube channel to customers on the phone? Probably, but sometimes you just really like a person and you want to keep in touch. Keep it. Keep it. Don't lose it. Don't lose it. Keeping it. Here we go. Got it. I'm stealing this car. I can't turn my head or my face disappears. I'm using my mirrors. Back here very carefully because otherwise I disappear. Here we go. Got it. Alright. I'm driving. This is kind of awesome. Don't tell her. Can't turn my head. It's not easy to drive when you can't turn your head. It's just an accident waiting to happen. Really, now, the next one, for sure. The book. A Ghost of a Chance. It's coming. We're working on it. Blame it on the ADD. I don't know what to tell you. She just lacking focus. Lacks focus for sure. Yep. Okay. Well, keep in touch. We'll see you soon. Shouldn't be as long in between this time. Okay. Alright. Take care. And hit like and subscribe and the bell. And don't forget about the DPAL. Okay, I thought I was going to run out of time, but the DACDPEL, Diamond Painting Underground on Facebook, the contest. Yeah, take it out. Take a look. Bye. Well, I still didn't run out of time. Every time I think that this is it, but it's never it. Now I don't know what to say, so bye.
On a dark desert highway, cool wind in my hair, warm smell of colitas rising up through the air. Up ahead in the distance, I saw a shimmering light. My head grew heavy and my sight grew dim.